Hey guys, it's Steven. It's time for Gotham by Midnight issue 1. Hope you guys will enjoy this one at the end of the weekend. So here we go with the review. What do the officers of Precinct 13 actually do? So according to the IGN's reviews about Gotham by Midnight issue 1, it's frankly astounding that it's taken this long for a book like Gotham by Midnight to happen. Gotham is a world that lends itself to supernatural lore tremendously, so that the Bat Office has finally put together a book about the police force that tackles the things that go bump in the night in Batman City is a real treat. That they have put such a killer creative team on it is also pretty great. That is, writer Ray Fawkes and artist Ben Templesmith put out a whooper of a start to what may be the most interesting new Batman book in a while. Gotham by Midnight tackles the simple premise of Jim Gordon putting together a police force headed by Gotham cop part-time spirit of vengeance Jim Corrigan to handle Gotham's weirder cases, the ones involving the supernatural and the occult. Putting a writer like Ray Fawkes on the job is a good decision. He has an excellent grasp of how to translate tension and horror into a sequential form. Fawkes does a lovely job of settling up the characters of Gotham by Midnight here and establishes their world beautifully. That said, Fawkes' work would be null and void if not for the impeccable Ben Templesmith on art duties. If there's one artist in the industry today perfectly suited for a book about ghouls in Gotham, it's Templesmith, and he delivers on that potential in full. The two creators work in tandem in a really special way, shown perfectly by their masterful handling of the issue's climatic sequence, alternating back and forth between panels between two scenes. It rockets the tension up to 11 and makes for a stunning final page reveal. Gotham by Midnight features few established characters of note and an appearance by Batman that a generous person would call minimal. It's also already one of the best books the Batman Office is putting up. It's given by the IGN, that is, it's a 9.0 review. This has been really awesome for a review kind of thing about this book, and IGN is always like kind of a decent reviews, and this has also got a review that is super decent, not decent, super amazing, 9. Okay, that's a really great thing. And the good about this one's comic vine accordingly, Gotham by Midnight feels like a Hellblazer story minus John Constantine. Yes, there is currently Constantine book at DC written by Ray Fawkes, who also writes this book, but that book tells large stories that deal with world-altering events, which is fine. Gotham by Midnight is an easy recommendation to someone who longs for a book that has the feel Hellblazer did. So what's this book is all about? That, well, to sum it up quickly, it's a present of the GCPD that deals with the supernatural things. So even the Corrigan has been a part of Phantom Stranger and Batman Eternal, Fox keeps this book extremely new reader friendly. Yes, that's right. Yes, that sounds silly that a first issue should always be new reader friendly, but it's not always the case. Fox throws readers right into the mix, and part of the adventure of the book is learning how all these characters fit. The reason some people will pick this book up is the art of Ben Templesmith. For me, that was what I was most excited for, and Templesmith does not let me down. He and Fawkes are the perfect combination for a story like this. Templesmith's art is haunting and sits with you even after putting the book down. It's exactly what I hoped for, and I love the sheer creepiness of the final page of this issue. The bad things: there is one problem with the first issue. Each of the characters, excluding Corrigan, comes off as a tad one-dimensional. It's a tough balance for a first issue to introduce the characters, but to the reader, the world and the story, while Fawkes and Templesmith gave the reader the latter to the character introduction suffered a little bit. But however, that's the only real problem with this book, and future issues will probably resolve this. The verdict is, even though there's a small problem with the characters coming off a bit flat and it may be too soon to call it, this is my pick of the week. Gotham by Midnight surpasses the high expectations many fans have for it. This is some of the Fox best work at DC, and putting him together with Ben Templesmith is a genius move. While it's not a superhero book and it's very different from the norm, this is a must buy for the week. Fawkes and Templesmith explore the characters of Gotham in a new way, and it's superb. The more and more I read this, the more and more I love it. There's a good thing. The long anticipated return of Jim Corrigan is really successful according to me. So this is the final issue. This is the not final issue. Sorry for that. This is the sorry for that. Yeah, this is the final page of this issue, and this one is really creepy. Okay, so I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Just go to the store and buy this book. It's really amazing. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and share it, and don't forget to subscribe.